Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Punkify here for MMOBomb.com, and welcome to our first impression gameplay video for Panzar, a new action arena-based MMO developed by Panzar Studios. I'll spend about 20 minutes or so checking out the game, making my usual style of commentary. If you guys want to learn more about the game, I highly suggest you check down below at MMOBomb.com for the full profile. So to start off with here, I'm going to go ahead and just show you all the character classes available in the game. The game does have gender-locked character classes, but it sort of makes sense seeing as this is a PvP-focused action arena game whereby you pick a class that sort of defines a particular role. It is very team-based, so there's no sort of TDM mode. There's more like domination, capture and defend, that kind of stuff. To begin with, you have the Berserker and the Tank. These are your melee combat DPS. Berserker, of course, is dealing massive damage with this two-handed club here as an orc. And then you have the Tank here, which basically mitigates a lot of damage for those behind him, can absorb the damage for himself, as well as chain an enemy and pull them back to his allies so they can finish him off. Then you have the Paladin, which is the healing class of the game. They can heal allies with their left and right mouse buttons, and they can also resurrect allies with a specific skill or spell. Inquisitor is basically your standard roguish DPS. They use light armor, they get really stealthy, get behind people, backstab them, do a lot of damage. And then you have the Sapper and the Gunner, which are essentially the supportive classes of the game in the sense that they're melee DPS, but they can set up turrets, and I believe the Sapper can set up a teleport, which actually will allow you to teleport from one end of the map to the other, much like the Engineer from Team Fortress 2. But they can then actually create with their craft, with their hammers, mortar turrets and cannon turrets, which they can then jump inside to provide suppressive fire for their teams. They can also lay down mines and have a steam hammer as well. Then you have the Frost Witch and the Sister of Fire, which although they have sort of ugly faces, they are the magic or mage DPS in the game. The Frost Witch, for example, can freeze everybody in the AoE around her, pretty much preventing them from moving at all or swinging, and really slowing down their attack speed. And then if she actually kills them, they'll shatter, and it's actually really cool to look at. Speaking of really cool to look at, the graphics in this game are some of the strongest points of the game. It uses the CryEngine 3, which of course is notable for being used in Far Cry 3 and then Warface. I almost said Warcry. Warface. So I already have a couple characters created here. I'm going to go ahead and jump in on Slurp Derp here, one of my characters. Funny enough, they didn't actually allow me to create Spunkify or my backup character, Serapho. So once you actually have your character here, you go through a generic tutorial which levels you up to level 2, and then you have access to the full game. Up in the top right hand corner here, you have sort of the different stats available to you. So Mastery is sort of the thing that influences your physical and magical abilities. It also can be used to upgrade items in the Forge, which we'll get into. And then of course you have your health, your mana, and your energy. Mana is used for certain spells. It actually decreases as you use it. And then energy is used for your sort of power attacks, which is on your right mouse button, which we'll talk about in a little bit. In terms of the Forge, this is where the sort of MMO aspect of the game comes in. You can craft new items that you use materials after you win battles with, and these can make you new items like helmets and weapons, etc. You can even craft potions, which are actually a key part of the game. You start off with a certain amount of potions, but after that you have no access to purchasing them unless you either use the in-game currency, which is these crystals, or you buy with the gold that you accrue after matches. You buy a recipe and then use the crafting materials that you've accrued to craft more of those potions. They come in 3 varieties. You have the health potion, mana potion, and the energy potion. They basically just replenish your respective bars. So I'm going to go ahead then and show you the altar here before we jump into a match. Now the altar is basically your skill tree, and as you level up, each time you level, you get access to a ability point. These ability points then allow you to upgrade your abilities or grant new abilities here. For example, Handful of Dust is something that I can unlock, which allows me to hurl a handful of sand in someone's face, disorienting them. And then I have Backstab, which essentially allows me to backstab anyone from behind automatically by using an attack. It deals extra damage. You can buy recipes, and like I mentioned before, or you can just buy items, which I believe is somewhat of a pay-to-win aspect of the game that I'm not too sure about. So as you can see here, here's different sort of items that you can buy to basically improve your character's stats. But then as you move down here, you'll notice that things like upgraded swords and boots, you can buy outright with the crystals, or you can purchase a recipe and then craft it. So it's not quite pay to win. I mean, you still get access to it, but it's a little bit more direct pay to win than I would like. I generally don't like it when you can purchase items outright, other than, you know, just maybe purchasing the ability or a convenience item to sort of accrue extra materials or mats, maybe accrue extra gold or experience. But certainly not just outright buying items. And that sort of goes into effect for pretty much all the different items here. Potions, as you can see, you have to have 150 gold in order to actually purchase the recipe, or you can just outright purchase them with these crystals here. There's also sort of a premium account that you can do, is basically a premium status that allows you to get a lot more experience, a lot more materials after every match. Sort of like the sort of convenience boost, which I don't really have a problem with. It's just that combined with the fact that you can buy a lot of things really quickly if you have money, could lead to some early game imbalances. Obviously, the longer you play, the more that gold that you accrue, the more balanced it would become at higher levels because you sort of catch up to everyone else. But I can definitely see those issues playing a part in early levels. They do limit it somewhat, you know, it doesn't actually kick in to level 4 in terms of being able to purchase items, but still, I'm not exactly, you know, gung-ho about that, I guess you could say here. So we're going to go ahead and try to find a match, as you can see, just kind of searching or waiting down here in the right-hand corner. Like I mentioned before, the game is very team-based, so it's 10 versus 10, different modes available. However, the only mode that I've seen thus far, I don't know if it's a bug or they haven't implemented it in. Keep in mind, this is the European version that was just released, I believe, today or yesterday. But they have domination, whereby you guys actually try to capture and hold a certain point. In addition to that, they also, let's go ahead and try to cancel out. Usually it's been like instantaneous. In addition to that, you also have modes where it's like you capture an artifact and try to bring it back while one team defends. Those type of modes. You don't really see any kind of TDM modes. Although you do get points for getting kills, obviously, but you also get points for completing team objectives. And that is what drives some of your abilities. So some of your abilities will use mana, other ones will use sort of these action points. These action points you get from doing damage, from killing someone, from holding a point or an objective, and certain abilities require these action points for you to actually use them. For example, the Berserker, the Orcish DPS, he has an ability called Sucker Punch, which allows him to steal energy from an opponent and interrupt their casting. But you have to have those action points like I spoke of before. And these games are just taking forever to get a game. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut here, and we'll jump in once we actually have a match going. Alrighty guys, we are now back here just waiting for the game to start. Holy crap, that guy's arm is completely broken. Obviously there are some bugs. The game is still, I believe, in somewhat of a buggy state for a European release. Speaking of European release, although the game is being released in Europe right now, it is localized in German, French, and I believe English, obviously, with players in North America able to play the game just perfectly fine, as you can see. I think I've experienced a couple of hiccups, but nothing too serious here. So of course I am playing as the stealthy class, and one of my main abilities is of course being stealthier. Now I do get removed from stealth if I get hit, but I can go ahead and use my sprint here, or my power, my energy, to get behind enemies as quickly as possible. And I get 8 seconds left. I can try to get a quick kill before it actually runs out, but hopefully nobody just sees me unless come up from behind. And oh man, I totally use. So you do have to use your. Come on, a little bit more. I whiffed that, but I got the kill anyways. It's all right. All right, so we'll go ahead and use these potions here, which allows me to go back invisible. All right. All right, so let's see if I can actually make something happen here. Come out here really quickly. Now I do get the backstep bonus, remember that. Oh, there we go. Nice, 12 damage. All right, so we're gonna jump forward here and jump onto the spot. Now this is where we actually have to hold in order to gain points. As you'll notice here over time, you'll see a little bit of things come up on the screen that say, hey, you've been holding points, and those go towards your points on the right hand side, that little goldish circle. On the left is sort of the experience overall that you've sort of accrued for this particular game, and I am on fire. So I'm going to try to quickly use a potion. Alright, there. Now it's me versus you. Let's do this, man. Alright, what do you got? What do you got? It's me. It's a battle of the ages, guys. Oh, no! Unfortunately, I did damage him, but my team was unable to support me in the meantime because we were on this platform. When it goes down, it actually goes down into some lava, so you can't actually go down below in order to fight down there, you would end up getting taken out rather. All right, so he's already built that, so I'm gonna go ahead and move up here as quickly as possible. Don't want to use too much of my energy though. All right, here. Yeah. There, I did get the kill on that one, which was nice. Let's see if we can get another one here. Probably not, because I'm getting focused, but oh, we got a damage. And then I'll use my potion, and then I'll go back invisible. Oh no, I'm out of invisibility. I didn't do it quick enough. Alright, so let's see if we can come back here. We don't have any kind of supportive class, none of the healers it looks like. But we do have this, which will give me some additional mana there, generation. Now your potions are on cooldown, you can't really spam them or anything like that. And your abilities are on cooldown as well. So it does sort of make you rely on... Alright, let's go back invisible here. Yeah! Did some damage there, however, I'm probably not going to kill him. Oh, he just got absolutely shot forward. Alright, let's go ahead and get my healing up here. Now, potions are extremely important. They're things that you're going to have to be crafting in the forge once you get the right recipe. Unfortunately, you don't really get the ability to get them otherwise in any other sort of manner, I guess you could say. They don't give them as rewards, unfortunately. And beyond that, oh god, how did that... They knew I was here! They knew I was here! Alright, let's come here. Alright, see if I can get a special attack there. Maybe a 1 kill before I die. No, he's getting healed. Alright, so I'm gonna run away over here. Nah, not gonna get the kill on this guy, I don't think. Nope. Nope. And now they're starting to get the lead. Why are all my teammates way back there? Look at my body getting raised up here. I have no idea why my teammates... Team, come on. Please, get in mid. I don't understand. Alright, so I did get some damage here. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of abilities to use because this guy is fairly new. That's one thing I have to sort of critique about this game is it takes quite a while to... get ranked up, essentially. I think I played 3 or 4 games so far on this guy, and I've only ranked up to level 2. You do rank up to level 2 pretty much immediately. I got that guy a little bit. I'm not going to get that maybe fast enough. Come on, where's the rest of my team? Holy crap, the rest of my team will not come up to help me. Alright, looks like we're finally coming up here. And this may be one of those fights that's going to be a little bit difficult to finalize. So yeah, like I was saying, potions are extremely important, especially if you don't have a healer. However, I wish there was an easier way to get them. Maybe with just gold, you know, but unfortunately you don't get... Alright, so I got that guy, got a kill, which is nice. I'm going to have to run away, but as you can see there, he's firing all kinds of mortars and stuff at me. They've got a good support, but we've got really nothing here. I'm second on my team. There's 103 with Rectus there. Rectus doing quite good. But the rest of my team standing a little bit too far back. We may still be able to pull this out if everybody just sort of zergs as quickly as possible. But this is where the healing sort of resurrection ability, the Paladin's ability would certainly come into play. Because it would allow me... Let's get that guy. Hopefully they kill him really quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and come back here. Yeah, we got some damage for that. And then I can use control here to obviously block attacks. Now you can't block all the attacks, but you can block a little bit of the damage that it does. It mitigates it fairly decently. But usually if you have sort of like any kind of tank, they'll mitigate it even further. So I need to get behind the other guys if possible. So they can sort of... Oh man, he hit me at the last second. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop that potion. And then go inside here. And then I'll try to... Didn't quite get the damage. If you get lucky, you can do like 1500 damage. Do quite good. I think he got taken out anyways, which is nice. So I did still get some assist on that. Alright, so mitigating that damage here, mitigating that damage, mitigating that damage, mitigating that damage. No problem, no problem, no problem. And it looks like they did go ahead and take out that turret. So they're trying to go around here, as you can see. But this is really where it matters. This is where we're going to win the game. People can obviously flank and whatnot, especially people like me as stealth, but we really needed to sort of capture this as quickly as possible. Alright, so I'm going to go in here as quickly as I can, come up behind the enemy. Backstab! I'm going to get taken out, but he's going to get pushed back, and I think he may die. Nope, didn't die. He is the tank, of course, though, so he will be taking quite a lot of damage. And there is, of course, they have 2 healers, man. 2 healers, that is going to be quite the trouble. But I think I'll be able to sneakily get up behind them as quickly as I can. perhaps get a little bit of a gank off on the backhand side here. Alright, come around. And let's see what will come out. And this game does look pretty good. The animation is very atmospheric, I'd have to say. I just don't like the sort of slight pay-to-win aspect to it. Alright, so these guys are going to come back here. And I'm just going to stealthily wait. Wait. Ah, there we go. Nice. I got another little damage there, and then I'll go ahead and stealth up. And, oh, that guy just like, okay, so he just used one of his jumping abilities, essentially. Allows him to, I think it's about to raise once again. Allows him to jump and sort of like get into the fray as quickly as possible. I shouldn't be taking this damage, though. That guy in the front should be taking it. He can mitigate a lot more than I can. But, you know, just kind of trying to hold the point as much as possible. As long as possible. These games can somewhat go along. You notice the timer's up like 25 minutes or so. But some of these games can really be really quick, especially if you have a bad team. Other games can be extremely slow when both teams know what they're doing, for sure. Looks like it's being raised a little bit. Come on, a little more. Come on. Oh, they got two healers in here. All right, they're just paying attention to me. Whatever. We're still gonna win the game. That was a good distraction there. All right, so let's go ahead and try one of the other classes. So you look, we got victory, 420 points. So you get quite a lot of points for winning the game, obviously. And I came in fourth, not too bad. Certainly did a lot better than their team. Let's go ahead and exit this and go back to the main screen. All right, so if you notice, it'll show the overall what I've gotten after winning a game. You can see here I've moved closer towards level 3. Still only about halfway though, and this is after playing I think 2 or 3 games at level 2 with this guy. Shows all my overall stats, damage taken. I did more damage at least. I'll take that, even if I'm lower kill to death ratio. And then you get these Hawthorn, Sage Leaf, Empty Vial, and Guarana branches. If you notice, if I hit show bonus, this basically shows if you get the premium access or premium count, how much of an extra bonus you'll get to like your experience and your gold and all that kind of stuff. It looks like it gives you a little bit more of the items down here as well. So certainly premium gives you quite a big bonus, this is sort of, I think, in this case, the game is fun, but it's a little bit marred for the Western audiences, including EU and NA. But I've seen this out of some Russian games, whereby they have a lot of sort of premium services and features that can notably add a little bit of an imbalance. Again, I haven't played the game long enough to really see the full, complete extent of how much that would imbalance, but it is sort of a indication, I guess you could say, of what you would expect. Alright, so I can go ahead and show you the Berserker here. I guess I can show you the Sapper. I don't have all of his abilities unlocked, so I don't have the turret, but I can show you sort of how he actually functions, because he definitely plays differently than the straight up melee DPS. So we'll go ahead and go to the forge right here. You can see all my resources. You can see the little armor thing I've got. This increases my mastery. That I can slot that in anything up here, like that, like so. And you can see sort of the different recipes that I would have as well. All my resources that I've accrued. The fitting room here allows me to sort of dye certain items. I can dye my pants and all that stuff. It's basically your cosmetic choices. It looks as though you get these like outright. However, I don't, haven't actually found an item that I can actually change the color on. So I don't know if it then asks you to pay at that moment. Actually, let's see if we can hover over this. Yes. So it does indeed cost some of the shards. You can also buy battle cries and different beards and cosmetic things in terms of what you look like. That's all fine. This guy's pretty funny looking. But alright, let's go ahead and jump into another match and see what we can come up with. Alrighty guys, so we're back in a new match here, and this time I'm playing as one of the techies, a little gunner, I guess you could say. I unfortunately don't have my turret set up, or I don't have the ability to do turret like this guy does, but I do have the range ability. This is to showcase that while this guy is normally a melee, he does get access to a ranged ability, although it is slightly slow, so it's not normally supposed to be something that you can use all the time. Now again, this is one of the same sort of matches whereby you go up here. Holy crap, I need to run away from this. You go up here, you capture the individual. Let's go ahead and just post this down here. I gotta build it now. Now that I've actually put it on the ground, I have to actually put it up. And now I gotta run away as I try not to get hit by this guy. Yep. Ugh. There, nice. I got a support and a kill. So power attacks can definitely help you take out the enemy when necessary. So this will help regenerate basically mana for everybody. Go ahead and switch over to my gun here. Gun is a long reload, but does quite a lot of damage if I actually aim it at someone. So if I go over here, I can go boom, 400 damage to his face, and he has I think 1300 damage in total. So if I aim it correctly, should be able to. Oh yeah, damage and support, nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually erect this over here. Give my guys some support up here. Unfortunately, I really wish I did have that. I shouldn't have bought this ranged attack first. I should have bought the turret as my first ability. I guess you could always, let's see here, I can, bam, 266 damage to the face. So the longer you actually, if you don't quick fire, oh, I gotta run away, the longer you hold in this sort of right reticule, the more increased damage you'll do, to the point where, bam, you can kill someone right in their face. Alright, so we'll come up behind these guys, try to act as support. Ah, my god, run away. So it's not really good just to run right up into someone's face and attempt to kill someone with this guy. He's very much a supportive, although I can jump into other people's turrets, so I should try to do that if they jump out. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so go ahead and erect that. You gotta hit it like you would expect, you know, in Team Fortress. And then we should be able to go up here and attempt to. I can help him too, I believe. Can I get him? Alright, I'm gonna see if I can jump in. Yeah! So I know I'm taking this ability, but he went ahead and placed another one, so I didn't take it. But at least you got a little bit of a second there to see what it looks like. Alright, so I know there's a guy over here. Bam! Right in your face. You dead? I think you're dead. Oh yeah, you got taken out. The poor little man. Alright, so we'll come over here. Just keep supporting where I can. Got my little turret out there. I'm getting healed up. Very nice, very nice. With the techies like these guys, it is a little bit hard to... Alright, where are the guys? Whoa, guy's jumping down. 266 damage to his face. It is a little bit difficult to... Another. I got blocked. Oh no, I didn't do it in time. He used his ward. Oh, he just killed everybody. It is a little bit, if you pick the wrong ability, you can respec. However, it does use the crystal, so you're better off, especially at lower levels, you're better off just simply, man, this respawn time's forever. You're better off just basically starting a new character. You can do a tutorial mission and it automatically grants you level 2, grants you enough experience for level 2, I should say, along with some extra potions and stuff like that. So it's definitely useful to do that, even if you've done it before. It's just extremely useful for that. Alright, so with that, bam! Right in his back there. A little bit more. There we go, kill. My little gunshots here do a little bit more damage to him. Come on, don't kill him. Oh, he's almost dead. A little bit more. Hey, buddy. Gotta run away from this a little bit. Come back. Come here. Alright, I'll come up here real quickly. Let's see if I can set up another turret here. Or not turret, one of these things. One of these fangled turret things. Kind of wish I was the other goblin, because the other goblin, not the other goblin, it's a dwarf. I mean, they both do tech stuff. The other dwarf has the Tesla coil, which is quite useful. At 266 damage to him. That's a pretty, oh god. Oh, I'm almost trying to use my special ability. Oh, I got knocked off. Don't crush me. Alright. It's pretty funny, like, watching them trying to pull that off. Alright. So I've got some more potions. Yes, I would essentially recommend doing the tutorials, because it gives you something like 40 potions or something like that. Let's see if I can get this guy. He went invisible. He was trying to shoot me with an arrow. I don't know where you went. But we're pretty far ahead. We probably will win here pretty soon. The games certainly can be one-sided really easily, although I have had games that were much closer. Oh, I got the kill! It's a little dwarf. Yeah, it's a little dwarf. I got the kill. So we're at 440 here. No! My right-handed, my special ability takes forever, and if you miss with it, you basically fall on the ground because he's lugging that huge hammer. So unfortunately, if you miss it, you are penalized quite nice. And there is certainly a lot of sort of skill to be had in certain classes. I don't know if all the classes are as skill-based, but there is quite a lot for you to... Oh man, trying to get hit by frost shards. Let's see if I can come up here and try to get some ranged attack in. Alright, where are you at? Come here. Clever girl. Alright, let's see if we can come up a little bit more. Got in a support. Got another damage. Nice. Try to find another one. 377 damage to his face. They run like gorillas. I got some more damage. I think that actually took him out, which is nice. Let's see if I can get that guy way over there. Oh no, the other guy got in the way. Alright, let's come over here real quickly. Try 270 damage to the face. Got a little bit more. Oh my god, I gotta run away. He's coming. No! Run. Oh, we won anyways. Block that out. And go ahead and go with my normal speed. Oh, it was last, but I still did. I came in a little bit late, but still did fine. You know, obviously the more skills you get, if you actually get the turrets and stuff, you can actually accrue points very quickly. And imagine as you keep getting more skills and keep getting skills and kills faster, your experience rate will increase. So 5-2, not bad though. Damage taken 8,000, damage inflicted 7909, and got a little bit more of this. But as you can see, it does take quite a while. But overall, guys, that is going to go ahead and be my first impression of Panzer. If you guys want to learn more about the game, I highly suggest, let's see if I can actually put this in somewhere. I'll put that another one. Give me a little bit more extra bonus, a little bit more mana, looks like, an additional HP. I think that, yeah, mastery increase rather, 0.9, gives me 9%. If you guys want to learn more about the game, I highly suggest you check down below at MMOBomb.com for the full game profile. Until next time, this has been Spunkify. Spunkify out. Later, guys.